free mold. With every order, the 2024 limited edition holiday mold, plus 25% off that entire order. Starts Friday, ends Cyber Monday. No better time to get an epic bait mold. Load up, fellas. Here's your chance. Get all you can. The mold in this video is part of the new drops too for this season's Black Friday epic sale. We're gonna be pouring some of the 2024 holiday mold in this video too. Stay tuned for that. These are limited edition. You can only get them through this Black Friday sale. So partake, fellas. This is a pretty sweet mold. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm very thankful right now. Look it, we're loaded. The 2.8 inch new size in the epic Slouch. That's the main character of this video today, but not just that. What's that? Chartreuse tails, cutthroat trout with 8-bit bait siren scales in the body. You know what that means? There's a tail mold available with it as well. It shoots 12 at a time, and the main mold is a 6 cavity. What a fantastic color to start this video out with. So the original Slouch was a 3.2 inch. There's the new one sitting inside of a cavity of the old. And after giving it some thought, it was decided that a smaller one is the best next option. It's got those flanges that seep over and bond to the tab on that tail. Fantastic connection. You can have a color in the tail and then you can laminate the body even. So have a 3-color bait if all you have is a dual injector. I guess you could have a 4-color bait if you have a triple. I don't have the triple in the shop today, but as versatile as an injection gets. Main feature of the bait is the bend in that tail. Reason for its name, the Slouch. Makes it so no matter what this bait's doing, on the fall, crawling 1 inch per second, or getting ripped around like a lunatic, that tail's kicking. Even with the large fin-like feature off the back, which usually kind of demotes the kick in a bait, this tail kicks no matter what. And it has a nice tail fin look because of that large fin off the back. There's something about just a skinny little smacking tail, fast action, pop, 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 and a nice bulbous body up front to hook whatever you want into. The jigs can vary a lot with this body style, all the way up to like a 3/8 ounce. There's probably some 1/2 ounce heads that would look fine and fit on this, and then all the way down to a 1/16. I haven't seen such a tantalizing color scheme in a bait in quite a while. That is good stuff. I would grab that and fish pretty quick. All right, I got the color wheel out. I've had thoughts. So when colors are across from each other, they complement each other. Orange and blue is a good combo. Green pumpkin purple, really good combo. Watermelon red, there it is. Chartreuse violet, that's pretty common. There's not like a good name for it in the lure making world. One that I think needs more recognition is this. They call it yellow orange, gold, and blue violet. But blue violet's kind of like a midnight, a dark, dark, dark blue and gold. And probably get the blue leaning towards the violet with some flakes or something. That's the next color. We're using soft plastics. Not just soft plastics, but soft plastics. 142 bait plastics. The very soft blend winter stuff. That tail is gonna flap with minimal retrieve or current or anything. Okay, bottom first. This is a color called Golden Earthworm. I'm thinking this is gonna be a pretty good base for the bottom, being gold. It's a little pink. 8-bit bait gold rupees. That's the next one. And then 8-bit baits gold trout. This is gonna highlight some of that pink too. I guess it's gonna add to the pink, not so much highlight it, but also gold. All right, very translucent. That's what I want. That was some kind of blue, I don't even know what. It doesn't have a label on it, and I bought it so long ago, I don't know. But this is this now. Violet grape, changeable, MF. A little bit of that. See, that just got too purple. That just looks straight up purple now. So we're back to the blue. This blue goes a very little way. Not a long way, but we need to go back to the blue. That was probably like 30 drops worth of a squirt. That's better. Back to blue. Black grape. 0.015 and now 0.062 black grape. Square. Not for any particular reason, it's just what I have. It's square. 0.062 black flake. Hexagon for no particular reason. And the 0.015. That's good. Those are the colors. Let's see how they do. Okay, let's see if my idea was any good. I shot some tails in that blue color, very translucent for how thin the plastic is, but still, that's a good vibe. It is such a challenge to show you baits inside of a mold because of that glare. You see the gold? It pops through with that midnight blue. Look at it come through the belly. It's reflecting that blue. That's very good. This is very good, fellas. The white really pops with the bulbousness of the belly. If you remember with the original Slouch too, it's more thin at the top and it's very round on the belly. It makes cool things happen when you laminate. So even if you don't get the tail mold, you can get the tails to laminate all the way through, all the way to the paddle, and achieve just as cool of an effect. And I really like the color combo. I mean, I'd give that like a 9 out of 10. Accurate bait fish-like vibes, for sure. Tails. We're gonna do the same color, except chartreuse tails. Let's get those in. This is translucent MF chartreuse. I always add a few drops of worm oil and get that everywhere, and then put it in the mold. There's those flaps sticking up. I put a little bit of extra worm oil in each one of those before we close it up. Just so when the second half of the mold comes down and closes on top of those, they slide in nicely to their slots. It's got to be super straight. And you can feel if you met up right or not. You squeeze from side to side, you'll hear a little clatter if you're not right. That's right. Let's go shoot it. Woo! Forgot to put that on. It was on the hot plate, so it was super hot, but we got it on with minor burning. I just love the idea of that plastisol shooting down and encasing that flange. Don't you? Okay, last one. Without the chartreuse tail, it was a 9. With just those two colors, what's it gonna be now? An 11? What have we done? So that's like sexy shad. That's as sexy of a shad as you could achieve. We needed that translucent chartreuse. A solid chartreuse would not have achieved this much sexiness. Whoa, tail molds are just so nice to play with. Just adding that extra variable. The rest of the video could just be this. I'll just hold this here and you can look at that. 20 minutes later, you won't click off because it's that good. And video's over. On to the next bait. Okay. Last night did a live stream. Decided we're gonna make a color called curdled monkey milk. Twill involve bait plastics monkey milk. Some gold glitter and anything else I think of. We'll figure it out. Monkey milk. Does spoiled milk eventually go green? That was 0.062 flake chartreuse, large curdles. Okay, I remember the name of this color. It's called Nile Green from an unlabeled bottle. 2 drops. Yeah, maybe one more. 2 and a splat. There we go. This milk is going green, just a smidget. And now to bring back a little bit of curdledness, a little bit of peanut butter in there. I don't want it straight green. Whew. I thought that was gonna be a drop. That was a little squirt. That looks nasty. One more drop. That's good stuff. Okay, back in the microwave, in the vacuum chamber, into the molds. These look disgusting. I present to you curdled monkey milk. If the mold wasn't so glary. See? Extra spoiled with some of the green coming through. Peanut buttery green. Chartreuse chunks with the monkey milk belly. Does that look like spoiled milk to you? Let's give the tails the chartreuse treatment. I have a bunch of these ready to go. And we'll do curdled monkey milk chartreuse tail real quick. Where's my oil? My warm oil. Get some oil on there. This is the kind of stuff you guys click for, isn't it? Slide them into place. Wiggle it on. That's what you don't want to hear. Something squished. It's coming back off. We got to readjust. You don't want to hear the rattle. It might be because there's plastic on the surface of one of these. There. No more rattle. Curdled monkey milk with chartreuse tail. Slam that mold together. Oops. With a pinch of tiny black flake added. Curdled peppered monkey milk, or something like that. What a color. Interesting color. There was enough plastic to shoot this in the curdled Milky Monk combo. You might have seen this already. It's been out for a little bit. The dice mold, the lucky dice mold from Epic Bait Molds. That laminated pretty well. Monkey milk, chartreuse flake, yucky green with black flake. I don't have a pokey thing that brings the, you know, on the market today they got these dice that are 20 bucks each, and they just have some silicone skirt stuff stuck through a piece of plastisol. You know, typical lure market stuff. Boop. See, I have the tying. This is for feather trebles and jigs and stuff. That kind of material. I should go get Chelsea's bag and see what she's got in there. Maybe she has a tool that can send some of this through the plastisol. Let's go check. So I went and looked and it wasn't there. I swore Chelsea had one, but it just can't find it. So I'm going to the store, going to Hobby Lobby to get a sewing thing. So I just got one of these. It's like for leather and it's very pokey and it's got a hole in it. I'm gonna use this fly tying stuff. I think it's called Crystal Flashaboo. Very frivolly in the water. It gets springy, as you can see. It wants to move, and I've been poking them through, or I poked one through. I'm gonna be poking them through. And then I just cut it. We'll get 4 strands through there, and then top to bottom 4 strands through. Just a little fuzzy dice. That's what we're dealing with. It looks kind of tantalizing. What's this? A new mold? A little bit of messing up with a new mold. That's relatable, isn't it? I'm gonna let that cook on the plate for like 10 minutes at 300 and then cool it off. That flashing should come right off. So while that's chilling out, let's shoot one more color. Good old blue and black. It's that same midnight blue with some violet color, and then just a slightly translucent black top. Just a fish catcher, not exactly a fancy looker, just throwing off the blue and black, the proven combo. Your thumb is a very valuable tool in the open pore soft plastics world. Shall we? See how it looks. That chartreuse down the middle, oh my. Dark body. Of course I got a speck of something where I don't want it in the tail right there. Little piece of black flake, lovely. 2 cavity open pore fancy drop shot bait. Look at that. That's the holiday mold. Once again, 25% off along with this free mold. With any mold order, starting Black Friday on the Epic Bait Molds website. I don't know how they do it. We'll get a couple more colors in this video. We'll do some test tank footage of it too. We're doing a fancy electric chicken. Some more of that translucent chartreuse with some green rupees inside of. The electric chicken, it seems like it kind of leans green. There's examples of it just being straight chartreuse, but in general, I'm seeing more green, and there's sparkly stuff in there. Tails will be slightly green with those green rupees, but the body will be even more. Maybe some of that. A little bit of shine inside. Little sparkies, just fitting as heck. Oh. Flanges are oiled. Time to close mold. We're good. Now, I still have some color decisions to make. The pink. Do I want to go with a very powerful pink? That is a powerful pink. Or do I want to go with a subtle pink? The Z-Man Electric Chicken is like a very subtle, translucent pink. Strike King, that's more of a magenta. Do I want to put the chartreuse green on top or the bottom? Looks like it doesn't really matter to qualify as Electric Chicken. First up's that green. We're gonna start with chartreuse actually. And then slowly make it more green with the lime juice from bait plastics. Bait plastics. That was 0.015 gunmetal. I really like the gunmetal flake. It's kind of like adding a little bit of small black flake, but it's shiny. And that's gonna be the green. Now I got a bottle of pink. I don't know what it is, but I have it. How pink should we go? I have a flake I planned for this pink, so I'm not gonna go like super opaque pink, but okay. One more of those. I think that's bubblegum pink from Lurecraft. I have a slight recollection. Bubblegum pink from Lurecraft. Along with some Lurecraft fuchsia. 0.015. Some sparkly fuchsia. There we go. I'm super tempted to add some siren scales or something. Which one's the most green? That is. I think Glimmerfin is more green. Make it look a bit more shocking. We're gonna heat these back up and shoot them in the mold. Electric Chicken. What was that? Okay. Alright, that's one with the pink on the bottom. And now I'm going to do the rest with the pink on the top, as is tradition. Boop. Looking appropriate from the sprues. Okay. The way that the pink doesn't go into the tail, but it laminates all the way to the end of the flange that grabs the tail, is good. I'd say that's a pretty spot on Electric Chicken. Behold. There's the one with the pink on the belly. I mean, just as lovely. I can't say by seeing it I'm partial to it over any of the others. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I am. That's a little less natural looking, which might be good, you know, it stands out. A little bit more natural looking, if a fish was to ever have these colors. We did it, Electric Chicken. And of course it needs to be done. Electric Chicken in the holiday mold. And we have the old holiday mold, let's do that too. Throwback. If I'm being judgmental, I'd say Jason stepped it up this year with that drop shot tail. Let's start with the old holiday mold. That is Electric Chicken as it gets. That's more Electric Chicken than the original Electric Chicken. Cool. Now for the 2024 holiday mold in Electric Chicken. Yup. Flawless lamination. Gorgeous. We need to see some test tank footage of this bait. It does a good job of falling forward. That flat bottom, it corrects itself like that and just kind of falls forward. And then on a jig head, it is flappy as heck. Look at it flap. I just put my phone in the water on accident. It's Ucky test tank water. Yeah, that thing catches water. Let's see what the slouch looks like. It's just even with the slowest retrieve because of that bend. The slowest retrieves you get a kick from. Yeah, I went out there. Yeah, got some casting in. It wasn't warm. Got later in the day, got down into the 20s, and this happened. I felt it swimming off right there. Something with teeth. Took my slouch. That was a bite. And just snapped my line. Before I stopped being able to use my hands, because it was cold. And then I went home. One of those bites. Took it. Just started drifting away with it. I felt one significant tug, get kicked a little bit, and I set the hook and good. Good, that's the word I have for that. Anyway, fine, I won't be annoying and reiterate the sale going on this Black Friday. You know the deal. Thank you, Jason and Amanda. Awesome deal from some awesome people. Go get your molds, fellas. This thing's gonna get casted more this winter, I tell you. It will be redeemed. I only gave it a few hours and then I got cold, so. Happy Thanksgiving once again. Thanks for watching. Links to everything down below. On to the next bait.